Good morning, man, and welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is this Saints team will look totally different by next year. If the Saints do not make the playoffs this upcoming week, next year is going to be a drastic change coming from the offensive side, defensive side, and probably even coaching staff as well. So we'll just jump right into this. We're going to just kind of talk about some players that's probably going to get restructured, traded, cut, who knows. But up first, obviously, is MT. Michael Thomas didn't play a game this year. Huge contract he signed after, he broke the NFL record for receptions, rightfully so, that contract, but not playing a full season. Don't think we're going to obviously cut him because that's just stupid. You'll be $80 million in dead cap. But a restructure of his contract will save $10 million. A trade will save $16 million. I think they're going to give him one more year to see if this thing works out. Obviously didn't play, so we can't say he fell off or anything like that. He just didn't have a season under his belt. So I think they give him one more year. Hopefully he comes back healthy. And then if not, 100% chance he's out of here after that. I do think Michael Thomas has a lot left in the tank, man. Obviously a top 5 receiver when healthy. Just needs to be healthy. Come back to the team and bring that same energy. Same route running, same catching ability, same big target, same everything that he left with. And if he does that, he'll be fine. That contract number will be fine, and everything will work out. Playing well, it gets rid of every negative thought, I promise you. See Cam Jordan right now, playing well, solves a lot of problems. And speaking of Cam Jordan, he's definitely next on the list. I'll try not to let these last 2 games of Cam Jordan going crazy cloud my judgment over the last 2 years. If we're being honest, the last 2 years of Cameron Jordan has been a disappointment, big disappointment. Like I said, coming on as of late, but we're talking about in its entirety. He's been a disappointment. He's getting older. I wouldn't even say disappointment. He's just getting older, man. He's lost a step. It's clear, and things like that. And he's due for a huge number next year. Restructure his deal, which all of these restructures or just keep putting us behind the 8 ball for the next year and the next year and the next year. So eventually, we're going to have to stop restructuring people and make tough decisions. Or a $14.5 million if he's traded. I'm not sure what's the number if he's just released outright or something like that. But that's huge numbers. This is probably going to be the toughest decision the Saints have to make in the offseason. Do you move him inside, restructure him, see if he takes a pay cut, or anything like that? It's going to be a tough decision. If they want to move on from him, if they want to keep him, it's just going to be a tough decision, man. I'm interested to see what we'll do because obviously he's one of the best players in our history. So don't want any messy breakup or anything like that, which I doubt it will be. The Saints have been a first-class organization since probably the last 10 to 20 years, man. So they're going to be fine on that front, but it is going to be a very tough decision for Loomis, for Sean Payton when the offseason hits. Next up on this list, we're going to go with Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams is going to be tricky. Obviously, the Saints want to bring him back. I think he wants to be back, but also he wants to get paid. This is his first payday. Can't blame him for wanting to get paid, man. You see everyone on the Saints have gotten paid. The guys you came in with. You see Lattimore with a huge payday. You see Ramczyk with a huge payday. You see Alvin Kamara with a huge payday, Michael Thomas with a huge payday. So guys right around your class or a year, 2 before, after, and things like that, all have gotten paid. So obviously, you think you did your part and you want to get paid as well, and rightfully so. But it's going to be a huge decision for the Saints, man. A franchise tag is probably not possible just because of the cap situation and things like that. So we're probably going to have to sign him, or he's probably going to just walk in free agency. We'll get compensation if he does walk, because if he leaves, it's going to be because someone has paid him the most money a safety's ever been paid in this league. So there's a bright side to that. I think the Saints are going to do everything they can to bring him back. Cap situation isn't pleasant, but I'm never worried about the cap with Mickey Loomis. If we want him back, he'll be back. Obviously, Jameis Winston tore his ACL, ended his season. He's going to be another huge name for the Saints if they want to re-sign him, if they want to, let him test free agency, things like that. What's the price going to be? All sorts of factors going into that. Other teams may be interested, may, promise him a starting job and things like that. I think the Saints are going to be in the quarterback market this offseason, whether it's the draft, free agency, trade. But they're going to be in the quarterback market. I think Jameis Winston is in those plans. I think he's one of the quarterbacks they'll be looking at, and we'll see what happens on that front. But I would love to have him back. It's only a couple guys I'd rather want, I'd rather over Jameis Winston. Not going to get into that right now, but when that time comes, it'll come, especially when the offseason hit. I'll definitely have, a list of quarterbacks I would like to see play for the Saints and things like that. But it's going to be a big one, man. He played well in the 6.5 games he did play, and I would like him back. Offense looked great with him. Defense looked great with him, out there. He didn't turn the ball over as much. Was playing great. Obviously, injuries suck, but injury happened. He's going to be rehabbing from that. Will he be the same player? 99% sure he will be the same player after that injury, but we'll see. Once the offseason comes, hopefully he gets healthy soon, and we'll see if the Saints bring him back. Next up, this guy, I do think he's going to be done. If he plays, week 18 or in the playoffs, if we make it, it'll definitely be his last time playing for the Saints in the Saints uniform. Unless something drastic happens, that's Teron Armstead. Just too injury prone, getting up there in age, man. Still all Pro Bowl level when he does play, but I think that time has come to an end. He's gonna cost way too much money, and he's only playing 5 to 6 games. It seems like a year. I know the Saints are tired of going through that, especially with their high-priced player like that. I think that time has just come to an end. No hard feelings on either side. It's just the end of the road sometimes. So the Saints will definitely be in the market for a left tackle or a right tackle if Ramchick slides over the left tackle in these upcoming years. So Teron Armstead, 100% chance in my eyes that he'll be gone. And there's more players that probably get extended or hit free agency. I think Marcus Davenport, he's definitely going to be extended. It's some more guys. Quan Alexander is going to be a free agent. P.J. Williams is going to be a free agent. Traquan Smith also going to be a free agent. He can hit the road. Deontay Harris is going to be a free agent, a restricted one. So there's going to be plenty of guys, that's in free agency that the Saints have to make tough decisions on. Also, Carl Granderson, he's going to be a free agent as well. So it's going to be plenty of guys that are going to be free agents, and Saints going to have to make some tough decisions on. Do they bring them back? Do they not bring them back? Let these guys test free agency and things like that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But, man, we trying to make these playoffs, hopefully. I'm not making videos on this next week, and we got a couple more weeks of this season to go. We'll see, man. But this the Boo Tragedies once again, and I'm out.